The Fox and the Crow. The crow carried a piece of meat in her beak as she landed on a branch. Just as she was about to dig in this tasty morsel, a fox made its way under the tree.
Dear Crow, how are you doing today?
But the crow, with meat in her mouth, can't speak. It is, however, really very happy today.
Of course I'm happy. I found this delicious pork chop.
That pork chop looks mighty delicious. How can I trick the crow into opening her mouth, I wonder? Dear Crow, your feathers are outstanding. They are 100 times more beautiful than the feathers of a sparrow.
Although the crow didn't speak, her heart was very happy to hear these words.
Does that? How can a little sparrow compare to me?
Dear Crow, I heard that your singing is quite enchanting. Your skills are 100 times more beautiful than that lark. Wow! I really want to hear you sing a song.
And here's the best part. The crow's heart swells with pride when she hears this, and she completely forgets she's holding the pork chop in her mouth.
Brother John!
As soon as the crow opened her mouth, the pork chop fell to the ground. The fox was ready for it and caught it with his mouth. The fox chewed it a few times, relishing the moment, and then swallowed the meat happily.
It's so delicious. What a silly crow.
The fox swaggered away. The crow fumed with rage.
Hey, what a cunning fox! Give me back my pork chop, you sly fox!
After a few days, the crow found herself another nice pork chop. Again, she's perched on a branch with the meat in her beak. She looks left and right. No signs of that sly fox.
There's no fox around. I'm ready to eat.
Just as the crow prepares to eat that juicy pork chop, the fox shows up again.
Dear Crow, how are you doing today?
I'm not opening my mouth today.
Dear Crow, your feathers are so beautiful. 100 times more beautiful than the feathers of a sparrow.
Still trying to weasel this way into my supper. I won't be fooled. Next, he's going to say that I sing 100 times better than the lark.
The crow made up her mind. I won't utter one word today. Soon enough, the fox figures this out. The fox rolls his eyes around, thinking hard, and suddenly he has the answer.
Don't think I don't know. You stole that pork chop. The tiger mother left it for a baby tiger. And since you can't bully the mother tiger, you went after the baby tiger. You stole meat that was meant for the baby tiger.
The crow hears the slanderous accusation made by the fox. Her feathers raises from anger.
What kind of nonsense?
The crow hadn't seen that one coming. The sly fox had come up with a new way this time.
You sly fox! You took my meat again!
It's quite delicious, you know.
The fox swaggered away again.
You cunning fox! You sly fox! I was fooled again!
A few days later, the fox is hungry again. He thinks about how he can fool the crow yet again. And so the fox makes his way under the tree where the crow usually eats.
Haha, we run into each other again.
The fox is delighted to find the crow once more with a piece of meat in her mouth. He's ready to outsmart the crow once more to get that piece of meat.
Dear Crow, your feathers are so beautiful. 100 times more beautiful than the feathers of a sparrow.
Of course, the crow completely ignores him, but the sly fox is not discouraged that easily.
Don't think I don't know. You stole that pork chop. The lion mother left it for baby lion. And since you can't bully the mother lion, you went after the baby lion. You stole meat that was meant for the baby lion.
The crow turned her head to the side, completely ignoring the fox.
Dear Crow, I was wrong the first 2 times. I'm so hungry. I deceived you in a hurry. Please forgive me. Sorry. Please forgive a poor fox.
The crow's head slowly turned around. She's nodding as if to see something.
Ha! Silly crow. Once more, I'm going to fool you.
Sure enough, the crow opened her mouth and the meat fell off again.
Delicious meat. Come on down. Oops!
A loud sound was heard and the stunned fox turned his head around. The crow hadn't been fooled. She had been holding a heavy stone in her beak.
I'm pretty clever for a crow, I guess.
The fox ran away with the tail between his legs. He'd never dare lie to a crow again.